1, 2, 3.
With a hopping tunes, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. With a hopping tunes, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. With a hopping tunes, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. With a hopping tunes, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. Do your thing. Yeah. There it was.
That was it. It was the psst, psst, the psst.
The magical psst.
The magical psst.
And we have a leaf blower in the background, which is fabulous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we love that shit.
That's awesome. Yes, well, that's, recording in nature. That's what it's all about, right? Because we are back here in Ashburn today.
We are.
Again, back on my deck.
We are.
So it's a beautiful day, though.
It is a really, really beautiful fall kind of day. And hang on a second, I have to grab something. You forgot this little guy here.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to stretch.
Otherwise you look at that. Old man noises.
Yeah.
Woo! We have a real special guest, but before we get to that, we have a couple of things to talk about. The first thing I want to mention is that Lee and I and our wives were at Ross Rhino on Friday. The first Friday of every month, they have rock and roll bingo, which is really cool.
It's very cool,
really fun.
actually.
It's relaxing. You get to hear cool old songs and shit. And you play bingo. And you don't have to think. You just have to hear the song, go, oh, I got that one, right? Which is cool.
Right.
However, you don't have to pay attention, and you didn't. Because in the first fucking game, you won and didn't know it. And your daughter came over and said, Dad, you have bingo, idiot.
They played that one. And they played that one. You won.
So we did win, which was cool. But
I was paying more attention to drinking the beer than I was to my bingo card.
And that's good.
And listening to the music.
It's fun. It is fun.
Good music. It was fun. So, okay, whatever.
But anyway, I want to bring this up real quick. This is something I just got in the mail from, we've mentioned this guy before, Frank the Shank, our good friend. And the big shout out to Frank the Shank. But Frank sent me a postcard from England, from Brighton. And I want to read this to you, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm reading it to you. It says, "Howdy, ha ha. I went to the East Anglia Beer Festival in Bury St. Edmunds, and you didn't. Beer, pies, no sleep, running in Hyde Park, obnoxious locals at the gym, a train to Brighton like an express to hell full of poltroons and buffoons. But you live near martial law, D.C. Boo, hiss." I saw a big, beautiful wind farm off Brighton. Hooray, Frank.
All right.
So I am now dubbing Frank our foreign beer correspondent because he wrote this obviously in a drunken rage of sorts. And,
yes.
And Frank is an avid listener. He does like listening to us. So
and an avid drunken rager, unless he's changed a lot.
And I get a great picture of this beer festival with this one fucking postcard. And who sends postcards anymore, right?
Frank. Yeah, all right.
So way to go, Frank.
We're gonna have to have Frank call in from a remote location.
He won't do it. I can't get him to fucking do it. I tried.
I guess he'll have to send. He'll have to send in his reports in writing.
If he can, I will, and I'll put them up online. I mean, they're pretty damn funny. So I think I'll try and post this one if he doesn't mind. I don't hope not, but it's hard to read, which is even funnier. So, but anyway, we have a great special guest, someone who's been a friend of mine for quite some time. We've worked together. I've sent him on cool trips to Europe, all expenses paid.
Why don't you send me on all expenses paid special fun trips to Europe? I would
love to. I don't have money.
Oh.
This wasn't my money.
Oh, okay.
It was the company money. But anyway, he's an independent singer-songwriter out of East Nashville, originally from Annandale, Virginia, right down the road
Right down the road. I lived in Annandale for a couple of years.
Yes, yeah. I wonder how close you were to where he grew up.
So, I lived right off of Backlick Road.
Oh,
yeah, just a couple blocks in from Little River Turnpike.
Yeah. So anyway, his name is Douglas Wayne. He has currently one full album and 2 EPs he's released. And the new one's coming out. When's the new one coming out?
Officially on September 17th, Wednesday the 17th.
Okay. But I can stream it on Apple quite a bit. Yeah.
You just
haven't,
right.
You haven't promoted it, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. But it's out there.
It's out there.
And it's called Saturn Burlesque. Saturn Burlesque, which is a really cool title. I really like that.
Yeah,
but let me read a little bit from Americana Highways. This is one of your other releases, but just to give you an idea, they wrote, "Rootsy Heartland-style rock sets the pace for when you have to believe a little bit of something is better than nothing, baby. I'll take what I can get." And it says, keep this EP in mind when you need to take things to a brighter place, which is, that's a pretty nice review from these guys, Americana Highways. So, But
And
yeah,
and what was that EP?
Well,
that was was that the Lightning?
that was a single.
That was a single.
That was a single. Okay.
Yeah.
Single,
Well, you want to talk about that now, or you want to hold on?
No, go ahead.
Well, I put out some. So Saturn Burlesque had a long gestation period.
Okay.
So I put out some songs a year ago, and that was going to be the Saturn Burlesque EP, including this song here that we're talking about, the Lightning, which which turned out pretty well. But I sent the EP to my radio guy.
Yeah.
And he just kind of came back and said, yeah, what are you thinking? Because I took a departure from kind of a more traditional Americana, rootsy sound and took it in a little more pop,
Okay.
alt-rock direction.
Yeah.
And the guy kind of just wasn't into it.
He was like, "This is not you."
This is not, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
He really did kind of just say, that's not going to go get you anywhere. So I went back to the drawing board. I never put out the EP with those 5 songs on it, and now we have a new Saturn Burlesque because I like the title and I like the artwork. So I said, well, who's going to know?
Yeah, exactly.
So we got these new tracks coming out. But
Yeah. And then we'll go through your Coyote. We're going to talk about Ragged. We're going to talk about, and I have some favorites in there. And of course, we actually made a video together for Pale Sorghum Lo-Fi Blues, which is a really cool, groovy tune. And I think the video came out real, and I will post that also with this so people can see it as well. But let's go into your history. You wrote your first song at 9 on a toy guitar.
Yeah, I did. Actually, it was a Gretsch pedal steel guitar.
What?
Wait, well, I didn't play pedal steel, but I was trying to play it like a real guitar because I was 9. And
Wait, how do you play a pedal steel?
Don't.
Because it's a table light.
Well, it was a lap steel. I'm sorry.
A lap steel.
It's a lap
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was a lap steel guitar.
Yeah. But you were holding it like...
But I'm holding it like because I didn't know anybody. And I'm like, and you're kind of going, God, I suck. I mean, I can't.
Well, the action is like an inch.
The action's like an inch.
Yeah. Because he is slide. You don't want the frets to touch.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, this doesn't work. So I was just banging around, bang, 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 bang.
That's awesome.
And I was just, blasting some.
But this was
really
a real guitar. It wasn't a toy.
Oh yeah.
Lap steels are cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have it.
Okay.
It's a vintage Gretsch lap steel.
That's a nice.
Okay.
That's a nice instrument, man.
Okay.
I need to borrow that sometime.
I have the amp too.
No shit.
Yeah.
The Gretsch amp?
Yeah.
Wow.
These are both from the 50s and 60s.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I inherited those.
Have you used it on any of your recordings?
I have not.
You need to.
Oh, because it's. It took me so long, frankly, just to get half-ass at the guitar that I never took the time to do the lap steel. But it's a beautiful instrument.
Well, you started at 9 with that. How long did it take you to get good at the guitar?
I never had a guitar till I was 16.
Oh, okay.
So I was banging around on that lap steel for.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, you're persistent.
Yeah, you are persistent. So
Just remember, half-ass is better than no ass.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
But wait a minute, because Jerry originally said toy guitar, and that spurred a memory for me, and I got to go back to this for a second. When I was a little kid, and I never remember how old I was, maybe 8 or something, my parents bought me, I wanted a toy guitar. I wanted a guitar, so they bought me this toy guitar I think I got it for Christmas or something. And, I messed around with it for maybe about a week and then tired of it and moved on. And my father picked it up, and it came with a little, book.
Yeah.
Like to learn how to play guitar.
Right, here's the chords.
Yeah, and he used to sit in the living room with that, and he'd be like trying to play one chord, one note. Right?
I can picture your dad doing that.
And he was just messing around with it. And after, I don't even know how long it was, my mother walks in one day. She was, she'd been working in the kitchen right around the corner. And she's like, his name was Bert. He's like, Bert, you're making me insane. It's like you're playing the one note. You're like, ping, ping, ping. I'm going to lose my mind if you keep doing that. Put that thing away. And I think that was the last day I ever saw the guitar. It was one of those moments like Animal House. My mom was going to grab the guitar and start smashing.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but you spurred a memory.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So
that's great.
Yeah, and when you were growing up, now I think I know the answer to this, but who was your favorite artist? Your favorite music? What did you love?
It's such a cliche anymore, but I was a Beatles guy.
I knew it. Yep, because you covered the Beatles.
I did.
Cover,
We just did that. Well, that was part of this EP that kind of got shelved.
I never saw the light of day.
But I was and still am a big Beatles fan, and I will kind of draw a distinction between being broadly Beatles fan and being a real John Lennon Beatle fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just think his music his songs were the songs that I gravitated to as just more profound.
Okay.
Strawberry Fields Forever, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, all this kind of stuff that really took the art form in a direction that McCartney, in my opinion, just wasn't quite doing.
See,
he wrote great songs.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
Really?
I love McCartney.
Really?
I just love, he's the ultimate pop.
Yeah,
artist. I mean,
he's just
he writes the most amazing earworms I've ever heard.
I actually like his 70s stuff too, to be honest with you.
Oh, I prefer Paul and Wings. Yeah, I actually like that even more because I just thought he just exploded.
Yeah, he did really.
And that's all you heard on the radio.
And his lyrics at that point, whereas in my opinion, Lennon was very surreal with his lyrics in the 60s. Yeah. McCartney kind of became that in the 70s. Yeah. You listen to some of those songs, it's like, well, what the hell is he talking about?
The Band on the Run. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But so, I mean, you lived here in Annandale.
I did. I grew up and went to Annandale High School.
His family's correction here. They're not from Georgia.
They're not?
No.
Okay, because I thought you had told me that his family was from Georgia.
Once I put that down and you said, fuck yeah, we talked about this. Yeah. They live near Asheville.
Yeah,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. My father was from Franklin, little town 70 miles west of Asheville, North Carolina, in the Smoky Mountains. I was just there a week ago.
Yeah. Franklin.
Got my hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
70 miles west of Asheville.
It is closer to Georgia than it is the rest of North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay, and it's pretty close to Tennessee, too.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it's just a beautiful little town. The town has survived. The town has survived.
They had the flooding and shit, right?
Yeah, well, the town survived the flooding. Yeah. And it's also survived time. All these little towns dry up. Yeah. People move away. But Franklin is still vibrant. A lot of tourism down there. Yeah. Still got some family down there. So, and still got some great barbecue down there. Even though I am mostly a vegetarian these days. I have to dig into the barbecue when I get down there.
All right. Well, I'm a carnivore, so I'm mostly a carnivore.
Lee doesn't even care if it's cooked. He'll eat it while it's still alive.
Yeah. Well, sometimes moving. I don't care.
Well, we go to the barbecue joint we go to get the barbecue. My father worked there when he was in high school.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm getting thirsty.
Let's go.
And I got our first beer poured. That initial has resulted in 3 glasses of beer. Doug, can you pass that one down to Jim?
Yeah. And then I have a request before we drink this. Since we're coming up on Oktoberfest, and we're doing German beers here.
We're doing German Oktoberfest beers, which are basically German Marzen beers. Marzens are are Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Okay. So we have to sing Ein Prosit. Right?
Okay.
So I'll lead it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ein Prosit, ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. 1, 2, 3, super.
Super. All right. Cheers.
All right, who's this one by?
So we are drinking a Paulaner.
Paulaner.
Yeah. A Paulaner. Oktoberfest today.
Really?
Yeah. Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. Oktoberfest spelled Oktober.
Ach du lieber, was ist das?
And beer spelled
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Bier.
Das ist richtig.
Yes.
Okay, JFK.
So yes, Paulaner Brewery, established 1818. Right?
Oh, so they're brand new.
Yeah, they're brand new. They're relatively new. And they are one of only 6 breweries in Germany that are authorized to serve their beer at German Oktoberfest.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they serve over 1 million liters annually of this beer, of this Marzen, at Oktoberfest in Germany.
Now, this is it a lighter colored Marzen that I'm used to?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very light Marzen kind of beer. So, yeah, it is.
Oktoberfest is a version of a Marzen, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct in that? I mean, because Marzen is usually in the spring.
No. So here's the deal.
They brew it in the spring.
They
serve it.
Oh, that's why it's Marzen for March.
Marzen is typically more of an amber color than this.
Yeah.
They brew it in the spring. They brew it in March, and they let it lager. It's a lager.
Oh, yeah, right.
And they let it lager over the summer to serve in late September, early October at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I mean, Oktoberfest is a bit of a misnomer because people think it's in October, but it's not.
September.
It's in September. It runs mid-September to the first Sunday in October. It's the celebration of the start of October. I mean, think about where we grew up, Jerry. The Allentown Fair. The Allentown Fair, it was
the end of August.
It was at the end of August.
Yeah.
But essentially, I mean, I've been to Oktoberfest not in Munich but in Stuttgart.
It's very similar.
And it's basically, all of a sudden it hit me. I was there for work. They were having Oktoberfest. I went there. It's like, this is where the Allentown Fair came from.
Yeah.
And we had a big German population there in the Allentown area. And the Allentown Fair is basically Oktoberfest. Is what it is. So
I mean, leave it to the crowds to name something Oktoberfest.
Smaller and with less beer,
Oh, yeah.
Leave it to the Germans to name something for October, but it's happening in September.
Well, you got to get a head
It's going to
start.
fucking confuse
Well,
people.
yeah. I was over there a few years ago, not the trip you sent me on. And, the older guys are in the bars at 10 in the morning drinking the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not necessarily a radical idea, but I was like, well, I can get used to this.
I can get used to this. Yeah, I mean, I've worked over done work over there, and it's interesting because you're doing your work and you break for lunch,
And they get a beer.
and everybody gets a beer,
Yeah.
or two, and it's like, okay.
I think the cool thing about Germany too, that you told me this, and I've known this, but I really heard it from you, is that every little hamlet has its own local brewery.
Oh yeah,
And you get a great little local beer everywhere you go, and that's just, I mean, we're getting
like that here in the U.S. Yeah,
we have so many craft breweries. We're kind of getting our own little.
We're kind of moving in that
Our own
direction.
little Germany, if you will, which is freaking
cool.
awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
As long as it's the right kind of Germany.
We don't even want to talk about
we
that.
don't want to talk about that. Let's get over that. But this beer, let's get back to the beer for a second.
Yeah.
Polner Oktoberfest beer, brewed in Munich.
I like it.
They're based in Munich, and it's a 6% ABV. Couldn't find anything on the ABU scale where this sits. But what do you guys think of it?
I like it.
It's got a lot of malt.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people describe it as very malty.
Balanced nicely. The lacing on the glass is fucking. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like perfect. Like that's real good beer.
My glass didn't.
It's light in color, like you said, like a much lighter amber, almost
Hey, Doug.
more darker than a straw, but definitely lighter than most Oktoberfests I'm used to. So we got more. Yeah. And it's got just the right amount of hops for this style of beer.
Yeah.
It's smooth as hell.
Easy drinking.
Easy. Oh man, it just is like, and the malt is really, quality. It tastes really
Yeah, these beers, these Oktoberfest beers, typically aren't very hoppy.
No.
Right.
I mean, the typical for this is 18 to 24 on the IBU scale.
Okay.
That's the typical range
Gotcha.
for Marzen. But yeah, good beer. So scale of 1 to 5, where would you guys rate it?
I'd be inclined to give it a 5.
5.
Wow.
Whoa.
There
I
you
like
go. Okay.
Yeah, Doug likes it.
I'm going to
All right.
go with a 3.8.
Oh, come on.
Dude, I'm going with a 3.8 just because I'm not a huge lager fan. I'm more of a hazy IPA guy. I'm also a porter guy, as we've learned through the podcast. So this is not quite exactly what I love, but it's a damn good beer.
I will amend the rating this way, though.
Okay.
If I was going to do a Marzen Oktoberfest, I might not choose this because I would be looking for something a little
Yes.
more amber or something like that.
More amber. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no,
Point.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So on Untapped, it's got 116,000 reviews. It's rated on average 3.55 out of 5.
See?
Yeah, see there. What do I know?
And I think a lot of it comes from the color isn't typical. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I'll tell you, this was through work one time years ago. I got invited to an Oktoberfest party being thrown by the German embassy, but it was held out here at Dulles Airport.
I've been to that.
You've been to that?
I've been to that.
In the big hangar?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Come on, I've never
They've got
been to
the
that.
Oompa band.
Yeah.
They got the women in the outfits with
With the
whole
leaders.
deal, yeah.
Yeah, you get a leader mug as you walk through the
Yeah.
door.
No shit.
Yeah, and then
How
you
did
go.
you get to that?
through work.
Yeah,
And you don't tell me, you fucker.
Some Air Force guys.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Damn.
so for
wanna go.
people who don't know it, the German Air Force, the Luftwaffe, maintains a presence at Dulles Airport here in D.C. They have a hangar, and they typically have a couple of German flagged C-130s that sit there. Then they support the embassy here in the U.S. And basically, what they do is they roll the aircraft out, and they set up beer stands.
That's so
They
cool.
do.
And they fly in. They use the
Get outta
C-130s to fly a bunch of beer from Germany.
They fly the kegs in.
They
That's
fly
cool
the
as
kegs in,
shit.
and they've got like big spreads of bratwurst and
Do you know anybody? Can we get invited?
I don't know anybody anymore. I don't think we could get invited
But
again.
that's the key, though.
Yeah, you
have
gotta know somebody.
You have to know
Oh,
somebody to get
man.
the invite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a blast.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
get up there and they do the oompa and they
Yeah,
start dancing
yeah.
and carrying on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it because Polner was one of the beer stands. So,
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, moving on.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get back into Doug's life story.
Yeah, Doug. Growing up in Annandale.
Yeah. What was it like?
Yeah. Well, you,
know-
grew up to another next to another very famous person who you met later on.
Oh no, you're tricking me now.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, he was in this band called Nirvana. He played
Oh, Dave
drums.
Grohl. Yeah,
Dave Grohl grew up in Annandale.
Dave Grohl went to Annandale.
Yeah, he went to Annandale High.
Yeah.
Were you there at the same time with him?
No, I'm older.
Yeah, you're older.
Oh, okay.
Well, Annandale, when I grew up in Annandale, was very much like a small town, which
Yeah.
it's not now.
yeah. Right.
It's just this kind of suburban crossroads, which is, I still have family in Nashville, in Annandale, and I don't really particularly love going back anymore.
Yeah.
It's just changed a lot. The memories are the memories and that kind of thing. But it was a great place to grow up when I was there. We had a great community and we had a great time. Typical high school,
Yeah.
fun-filled type of experience. But yeah, Grohl grew up down the road just a little bit.
Okay.
And he did go to Annandale. I didn't know him. I'm older. I did meet him out in L.A.
Right. I remember that story. That was a good one.
Several years ago.
Did you just yell, "Hi, neighbor"?
Well, it's funny. You want to hear? I'll tell you the whole
Yeah.
story.
Sure, yeah.
So we were in the men's room of this. It's a hotel bar.
Was it the whiskey?
No.
No, I thought-
It was at the Sunset Marquee.
Oh, the Sunset Marquee. Yeah.
And so I go to the men's room. Well, he's in there, at the urinal, and he has a shirt. This isn't too graphic for your audience, I don't think.
No. We're not G-rated.
We're grown ass men.
So he's got,
So wait a minute. You walk in and you see Dave Grohl taking a piss.
taking a piss. Dave's taking a piss up one end, so I go to the other end. But I see in the mirror, there's a mirror. And I don't know why there's a mirror in front of the urinals, but there's a
Well,
mirror.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's L.A.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he's got a T-shirt on that says Nixon, and it's like in kind of a modern font.
Like
Nixon?
Richard Nixon?
Well, that's it. So I said, it says Nixon, and I thought, huh. And for whatever reason, my brain went to, I wonder whatever happened to Agnew.
Spiro Agnew.
Spiro Agnew.
Now we're getting into some real history here.
And I thought, and I
For
almost
anybody listening, you're going to have to just Google. Depending on your age, you're going to have to Google that.
Spiro Agnew. So I thought, and I almost blurted it out loud. I was like, whatever happened to Agnew? And I thought, oh, but that's Dave Grohl. You don't talk to Dave Grohl. And my next thought was like, fuck that. So I guess, so I'm sitting there and we're pissing, and I look at him and say, so whatever happened to Agnew? And he looks at me and goes, I don't know. and then he starts telling me that his father used to work for the Washington Star. If you're an old Washingtonian,
Yeah.
the Washington Star was the evening daily.
Yep.
Washington Post was the morning daily.
Right.
So he's telling me this story about his father working for the Washington Star and this and that. So anyway, we have this very nice conversation while we're pissing.
Yes.
And so he
The
goes.
urine diaries.
The urine diary. So anyway, he goes back to his table. I go back to the bar where I was sitting, hanging out. It was a really crazy night at that bar. If you guys are into Hollywood stories, it was one of those nights where I was like sitting at the bar. Behind me was Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
At the other end of the bar was Lionel Richie.
Oh, my God.
And Dave Grohl was in the corner. I mean, and a
Jeez.
bunch of hairband guys were milling around. It was just
Yeah.
one of those fun nights. Anyway, I decided to go back to my hotel room. I went out, and Dave's in the corner there. So I just leaned over, and he, talking about going to high school in D.C. I said, so, hey, where'd you go to high school in D.C.? And, this was years ago. I think it was before he was married and all that stuff. So he was, talking to people, talking to women. I didn't really want to continue my conversation.
Yeah.
But he was nice. He just said, oh, I didn't go to high school in D.C. I said, oh. I said, well, I went to Annandale. And his whole countenance changed. He goes, you went to Annandale? And I said, yeah. He goes, I went to Annandale? And he stands up, shakes my hand, and he goes, "I'm Dave." I said, "I'm Doug. Good to meet somebody from back home." and I just walked off. I said, "I'm going to take the cue and walk off." And that was my interaction with Dave. Very nice man.
Yeah, that's
very
cool.
nice, really cool. Actually,
that's a great story.
Yeah,
That is very cool.
Yeah. All right, so you were out there. You were producing. You were a media producer,
right?
TV producer out there in LA, right? So you worked out there for a while.
Actually, I worked out there on a on a charity project.
Okay.
I did do a few media things that were LA based.
Yeah.
But I was not a full time producer. I don't want to mislead people too greatly on that.
I just want to set the stage for.
But I did spend a lot of time out there and. Was out there full time working on a couple charity projects, which was just more fun than you could stand. We did a couple of Harley motorcycle based charity events. We got a bunch of celebrities involved, and we had big parties, and we went on rides, and it was kind of a lifestyle that.
You went with the hockey player.
Yeah,
that's right.
All of them.
Yeah,
Tony Twist.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Doug rides Harley. Ever since I've known you, you've had a big old hog.
Yeah.
You rode to ride around here, which is insanity because people are idiots.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
You still riding?
Yeah, I still got it.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't been on any long rides recently.
Yeah.
But
riding around Nashville.
Oh yeah. Put on my leather and
there you go.
All right.
Get out around town, man.
Now you and I have an LA story.
Oh God.
Yeah. So we were out there for work, right? Because I got you. Everywhere I went, I brought Doug. I was like, I need Doug. Let's get Doug over here.
Yeah. We were out there going to a bunch of studios and things.
Yeah, and we were meeting some cool people. Yeah. We met some interesting DPs and different people and had a nice dinner at Muto and Frank's.
So for the listening audience that doesn't know what a DP is.
Yeah, director of photography.
Thank you.
The cinematographer, right? This guy was one of the top guys. This guy was cool.
So the backstory here is, I didn't know that we were going to this dinner where there would be people with real resumes.
Like, no shit.
There are real people here.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just dinner for us, our little group.
Yeah.
And so prior to this dinner, to be blunt, I got shit-faced.
Oh, we went to that outdoor bar.
We went to that bar.
They went in Hollywood. I forget the name of it. That's the first time I ever had Old Rasputin, which is the greatest double stout ever made.
We'd been to our meetings and we had a couple hours between meetings and dinner. So we go to this bar and that was it for me. I showed up at the dinner. I fell asleep. I fell asleep in my chair. And these people are looking, and I'm looking at Jerry like, why didn't no one tell me that I should stay?
I'm just laughing. I'm looking at Doug going, this is great.
This is like one of those old TV skits where they tell the guy, it's a costume party.
Yeah.
And he show up in costume and nobody else.
It was great. It was hilarious. And we had a couple other people with us, and then it was time to go. And I kind of got him out to the car, and then we were supposed to go back to the hotel, but we got detoured through the fucking Hollywood Hills, which are like hairpin turns, man.
Our hotel was in North Hollywood Studio City.
Yeah.
And we get on Cahuenga or whatever, and it says detour, and it just detours you up into the hills, and there was no more signs. They just left us hanging, like we're supposed to know where to go.
Now you did, so figure it out.
Yeah, and if you've never been out there, it's windy as hell.
Yeah.
It's up and down.
Oh, it's crazy.
And he's looking at me. You used to live here. Where do we go? I said, I don't know.
He's in the back seat, just almost passed out.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah, just goofing on us, and like we had our friend Joyce was with us, and she was trying to help, and he was being you were just no help at all. It was actually pretty damn comical.
So at one point I said, "Well, damn it, Jerry, just drive downhill."
And I did,
and he did,
and it worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
We got back to the hotel.
No, we did a detour.
Oh, we stopped at the
I decided I needed ice cream.
Yeah, he needed ice cream.
I was going to say
nothing goes better with beer and bourbon than ice cream.
I was going to say you didn't stop at another bar, did you?
No.
I decided I needed ice cream, so we go to the Walgreens or something down there in Studio City, and I buy a pint of chocolate ice cream.
Wait. You're hankering for ice cream in the best ice cream you can find is at Walgreens.
Yes. Well, no, that's the only place I was willing to take his drunken ass.
I was going to say, you can't
He
find an
didn't
ice
give
cream
a
place?
shit.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
As long as there was some
There you go, dude. Have a popsicle.
No,
and shut up.
Exactly.
Strong point. But yeah, it didn't matter at that point. So I get my ice cream, and we get back to the hotel. I go to the room, and I take off whatever shirt I had. And I'm just in a white T-shirt and my blue jeans. I hop up on the bed, turn on the TV, and I'm eating my ice cream. 8 hours later, I wake up.
I know where this is going.
I wake up, and the ice cream has melted and is spilled all over my T-shirt, and I'm still sitting up holding whatever's left of it in a spoon, and I completely just passed out, and I was like, oh, so I just threw the T-shirt away.
Yeah,
And I get up, and I meet him for breakfast. He's like, how you feeling? I'm like, going,
great.
yeah, good. But can I just stay in the room today? Do I have to go? We had more meetings the next day.
We did, yeah. We had a couple other studios we had to go to. It was a really fun time, though. It was a really
Oh,
good
it was
trip. We
fun.
met some great people.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. We got a bunch of other stuff here I'd like to talk to you. I mean, your little pooch is the cutest damn thing ever.
I have to
And
keep-
the story about how he met him is cool.
Oh, yeah, we got to get to that. But
Yeah.
first,
More beer?
I have poured the second beer
Let's
for
do
the
it.
day.
Let's do
so it's sitting there getting warm.
Now,
so.
this looks a little more like
This
a
looks
Marzen.
more
Yeah,
like a
this is
Marzen.
more amber. This
Yeah.
is
This Iyengar?
Eyinger.
Yeah.
And this one I was not familiar with. Eyinger. Ayinger.
I've had them before,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've had them before?
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I have not. But this is Eyinger beer, and it's brewed in Eying. Aying, Germany,
hence the
hence
Eyinger.
Eyinger.
It's in Bavaria?
It is in Bavaria.
Yeah.
It is about 70, it said it was 70 kilometers, I guess, south of Munich, is what I read.
So that's
yeah.
down towards Austria.
Yeah. So about 70 kilometers south of Munich. And they are actually, you joked a little bit about Polliner being 1818, a new brewery.
Yeah.
This is a newer brewery, 1877.
Oh, yeah.
They've been around
okay.
since 1877.
Whippersnappers.
Yes, exactly. So, but this is a 5.8%. All the Martins are basically in the 6% range. They're roughly a 6%
Okay,
beer.
yeah.
Now, I was able to find some IBU information on this one.
Yeah.
25 IBUs. So this is at the top end of
Yeah.
where you would typically see a Martin. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can taste that. You can get the,
You can.
it's hoppier. It's got a
Yeah.
little more of a crisp hoppiness at the top there.
Yep.
Similar malty taste, I'd say, but that's going to be a Martin, right? They're going to
Yeah.
be similar. But this
Yeah.
has got a little more hops to it. More zip.
It's kind of, I'm getting the hops at the back end. I'm getting the malt up front, hops at the back end.
Yeah, right towards the back of the
Yeah.
tongue, like we had
Smells great.
when we did the Cannabries. Remember all that the bitter cannabis, which is
Yes.
related to hops, gets you right in the back corners of your tongue.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, and you can feel the same kind of thing. They're cousins.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Toasty? Malty?
Yeah, malty, little toast.
Yeah. And, more of the traditional amber color.
Yeah.
I like the color.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I like the color of
It's
this
good.
a lot. Pretty light-bodied.
It is.
I mean, I think it's pretty light-bodied.
Yeah. I mean, good German beer.
Yeah, so where would you guys rate that one? Scale of 1 to 5.
Well, since I blew up with my 5, I'm going to go down. Not because the beer's not.
He's going to get a -4.
I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down and go to a 4 on this one.
4. Okay, I'll go 3.9.
Oh, come on.
I'm going just under.
You guys you're doing like a Price is Right.
Yeah,
one.
The closest without going over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so a 4.
Well, what are you giving it?
A 3.9.
Yeah, you never.
You know, but
I never rate because I've already looked up the average rating, so I'm already influenced. That's why I never
cop-out
rate.
Bullshit.
But well, then we would have to get somebody else to look this up and quiz us. Well, which we could do, I suppose.
It's hard enough with just us two.
It's hard enough coordinating two morons. So you said 3.9,
4
and a 4. Okay,
I'm not doing decimals.
Okay, 120,000 reviews.
I refuse.
120,000 reviews on Untapped. 3.8.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, 3.82.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I went over though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Doug wins.
No, Doug went over
I went
too.
over too.
Oh, that's right. He was
We
at
both
4.
lose.
I
We're
knew
losers. We're two times
nobody
losers.
gets the prize package
So
today.
wait. So what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to rate it based on whether we like it,
Yeah.
or what we think the average
No,
is?
whether we like it.
Whether you like
I
it.
give it a 4.
How you like it, and how you like it in the context of the style of beer, right?
Yes.
Because like I would always rate a West Coast IPA.
I feel this
for
one
light-
maybe is a little hoppier than I'm used
It
to.
is.
Yeah.
But I like it better than the Paulaner. I like the little hops. I like a little more.
I do
hops
too.
There. Yeah.
So
I
you
like
guys
the
like,
soda
we're the hoppy dude.
Exactly.
Which it makes perfect sense. See,
Exactly.
if I was doing this show, I'd be the multi dude.
The multi-dude.
Multi-Doug.
Multi-Doug. Multi-Doug. Well, there you go. There's the spin-off show. The multi-Doug hour.
The multi Doug.
The Hoppy Dudes and the Multi-Doug Show.
The multi-Doug show. It's like, all the spin-offs that happened during the 70s with sitcoms. It's like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, we're moving on up.
Joni loves Chachi.
Joni
There you
loves
go.
Chachi. Yeah, exactly. Coming out of Happy.
Anyway, Harper,
Yeah.
the Pooch.
Yeah, my little buddy. If it was,
We'll post pictures.
Yeah, post pictures. Yeah.
He's very photogenic.
He's 15 now.
Wow.
The cutest dog in the world, if I must say so. Found him in East Nashville, roaming the streets, which, we kind of bonded over that.
Maybe he says he found you in East Nashville.
Yeah,
roaming the streets.
there's that. But he's just been my best buddy ever since, and we've traveled all over the country together, up and down 81 quite a bit, and he's just the sweetest little companion. It's hard to leave him. He's 15 now.
Yeah.
It's like having an older parent. It's like,
Yeah.
you got to spend as much time with him as you can.
Yeah, that's cool. He's really a cool Pooch. Yeah,
But you'd mentioned I did have a Instagram account for him. I just haven't done much with it in the past couple of years. I've been trying to focus on the Douglas Wayne stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do a great job with that either,
Dude,
frankly.
social media is such a pain in the ass.
Well,
It's just
you know my problem with the social media, besides the fact that I feel like maybe generationally that's not my wheelhouse.
yeah.
The goalposts seem to shift.
Yeah, all the time.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So when I first got into doing the music, it's like, oh, well, you got to be on, this, and then you got to be on that, and then so ultimately it devolves where you got to be on Instagram. Okay, I'm on Instagram. Well, now it's like people tell me, we need to be on TikTok.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
well, when does this end?
Yeah.
It's always the next.
Remember, it started with
the next
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace.
You had to be on MySpace. Now nobody gives a shit
nobody
about
gives a shit.
MySpace. And it has to be
Does
Facebook.
MySpace even exist anymore?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know that it does. And now Facebook. What was the great line in Ted Lasso where they said Facebook's just for old people and fascists or something?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of true. So I kind of gave up Facebook. Although I had a pretty good following on Facebook, I kind of gave it up.
Yeah.
So now I'm on Instagram and I have no following. And if you guys have any tips, let me know.
So
I don't do so good on Instagram. I do pretty good on
It's
Facebook.
hard. That algorithm is hard. That's our problem, right? You're trying to fight these algorithms.
Yeah, exactly. You're
And
trying to
it's-
swim upstream against the algorithm.
Yeah, and you got to post all the time, day after day.
Yeah, it's a lot.
See,
And I don't have tits, so
Well, you do. They're just not.
It's just not
nobody
anything
wants
anybody
to
wants to
see.
look at.
Not the kind people want to
Nobody wants to
see.
see them.
Yeah, so I'm starting to understand TikTok in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Because my daughter is teaching me TikTok. I mean, she's
Well, there you go.
She's 21. She'll be 22 in September.
This is
But
good.
she's starting to teach me about TikTok now because, I mean, in my prior employment, I could not be on TikTok
Right.
or associated
Right.
with TikTok,
Right.
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
right.
blah. But I retired a year and a half ago, and now it's like, who gives a fuck? I can,
I can TikTok away.
I can TikTok away. I can get high if I want. I can do whatever I want. I'm free. Anyway, so yeah, she was telling me and Jerry, she's like, you guys got to get on TikTok. Like, if you want more exposure for this podcast, you got to get on TikTok because ain't nobody my age looking at Facebook. And so
but that's an interesting point. When I deal with this on the music side. Well, because people say the same thing. You need to be on TikTok. I said, well, my audience skews older. Are those people on TikTok? I don't know if they are or not.
Yeah.
And I've been saying, oh, sure they are. Like, well, really?
Well,
I'm not on TikTok.
So I'm not personally on TikTok, but now the Hoppy Dudes. There's a Hoppy Dudes.
Yeah.
The Hoppy Dudes podcast is now on TikTok.
Oh, cool.
And we've been there for a couple of weeks, and we've put up a couple of videos. And
his daughter runs it.
Oh yeah, my daughter runs it.
there you go.
Because she tried to show me how to even post on it, and I'm not there yet. I'm still in training.
It's a pain in the ass though, because our audience is more Facebook, right? I mean, Facebook and Instagram are the two that we hit most.
We've hit most people.
And then we use Meta to set posts up ahead of time. Right?
Yeah.
You can schedule them. And I'm telling you, every time I go in and use Meta, some shit has changed. And it's like, fuck. It's like, let it sit. Yeah. I just got used to it, and you fucking changed it again. It drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
It's hard. Yeah. You know, I did an Instagram post a couple weeks ago to promote, the new single, Bottle Rockets, was being played by WMOT, local station in East Nashville, actually.
Yeah.
So I did the post, and I ran the ad.
Yeah.
And I got 30,000 views, which is great.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But did that translate to, significant new likes or follows?
No.
So
crazy.
How do you crack the thing?
Yeah.
The algorithm. I think you just have to be on there all day, every day, and have tits. So, that's my.
There you go.
Not that I'm obsessed with.
There you go. Well, let's get to your music and your song.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have listened to your new song, Bottle Rocket.
Plural.
Rockets, more than one.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I did. I think wherever I saw it, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, I did give it a like. So.
Thank you. In fact, I think I remember you giving it a like because I had so few.
You were able to.
I was able to see who.
It's good though. It's a really good song,
Yeah,
and I think at the end here we'll play out to that song. We'll just jam it here.
Okay.
It's a really
that song means a lot to me because some songs. They just come to you, and you write them in like 45 minutes or an hour, and that's just how it works. And if you listen to interviews with the famous songwriters or read their interviews, they all say the same thing. Sometimes they just kind of come fully formed. Bottle Rockets is a title I had for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I tried to write it, and I couldn't get it right. And I tried to write it, and I couldn't get it right. And at first, I was trying to write it for the country music market, the major label artist thing, and which is why I went to Nashville to begin with. And it just wasn't happening. The lyrics weren't sitting right.
Yeah.
It didn't feel authentic. And at some point, I just backed off. And by the way, they wouldn't have probably liked the title anyway because it's not unique enough for them. So I said, screw it. And I kind of sat back on the thing and put it aside. And then one day, I just kind of started strumming around, and that first line came to me. Struck a match, lit a fuse. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Okay.
And then I just was able to go from there. And the highlight of the track, really, besides, kind of having it all come together in a way that I was really happy with, was getting Lily Hyatt on the thing.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about her. Right? It's a great pairing. It works real well. And how did you meet her? How did you hook up with her?
Lily's talking about Instagram. Lily had been on Instagram, and I'd followed her, and because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see if I didn't know her. And so she had a show last Americana Fest, which was a year ago, coming up. And she was playing a show at the 5 Spot in East Nashville.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to go down there and just introduce myself and ask her if she wants to sing on the song. And by chance, I get into the 5 Spot and it's packed.
Yeah.
It's Americana Fest, it's packed. And I thought, this is stupid. I'll never even see her, much less have a chance to talk to her.
Yeah.
By chance, I turned around. I was going to the men's room. I turned around, and there she was literally like right behind me.
You've got a lot of like men's room. I'll call it men's room connections.
Yeah. I should probably spend more time. No, we're not going there.
No, you might make the wrong.
Yeah, it's the wrong connection.
Yeah,
but you might make connections get you arrested.
But she was standing right. Yeah, right. Yeah. So she's standing right there. I said, Lily. She goes, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm DW. Blah blah. I've got this song. I'd like to get you on it. And she said, well, talk to my my manager, which is perfectly appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she's on New West. She's actually she has an artist deal.
Right.
I'm an indie guy, so I'll play the game.
Yeah.
And 6 months went by before I was in the studio with Bottle Rockets, and I contacted the manager, and we had a little back and forth. But she showed up in the studio a few weeks later, nicest person, coolest person, liked the song, ready to work, you know, and it was just a great experience.
Yeah, it came out really well.
Thank you.
Really
Yeah, I'm so happy with it.
It's just, I like hearing you with other people too. You know, it's like, you know, it just sounds so cool. And you've done a couple other songs with other folks as well too.
And it's out there. Say it again. Name of the song where people can check it out.
Bottle Rockets, and it's on all the platforms. iHeart, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Deezer. What am I missing?
Nah, you got most of the big ones. Yeah.
Tell anybody to check it out. It's really
it's way cool. And we'll play a little bit of it at the end too, and I'll play the mandolin. Try.
And we've got the blower accompaniment.
Yeah, we've got this. I call that this is the
neighbor
industrial
on leaf blower.
You know, like 9 Inch Nails industrial. You know, whatever the fuck this asshole is doing.
Yeah, I mean, we like recording outside, but now we got a plane going over. I mean, it's a beautiful day. I'm looking behind Jerry.
Gorgeous.
The sun and the trees is awesome. It's nice.
You know what? It's the atmosphere. We're real. We're not in the fucking studio. We're out in the wild.
We are not artificial.
No. It is a gorgeous day.
Yeah. We are not AI generated. We are real. Anyway, all right, moving right along.
You talked about some of those venues you've played. You know, the purple building, which we saw over in East Nashville. Like that's cool. I remember you played there, and the Groove, and then you were in Norway. They were digging your shit too.
It's crazy.
Norway.
It's
Norway.
crazy.
Like the country.
I don't really know how that happened.
Like, we're not talking Norway, Tennessee. We're talking. No, I don't even know if there's such a place.
Norway.
Yeah, Norway.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you know, East Nashville is kind of the mecca of Americana, is what I call it. Okay. You know, there's a bunch of little small clubs. You can get up and play. People are, you know, your neighbors are. I've got a studio across the street. I got a studio across the street. I've got up the street. I've got a studio up the street the other way. I've got 2 studios actually. Yeah. So in my block, there's 4 studios, counting my little home studio, which is not really a studio. So East Nashville is just a great place for talent to hang, and the creativity just bubbles up out of East Nashville. I really like being there. Besides being just a cool place, you've been there. Yeah. You've been there. Yeah, we both have been there.
We hung out at the tree house, which is great.
And then we were the loud table at Margot's afterwards.
That's right. At Margot's was really good.
Yeah. But it's such a cool place just to live and play music. Now, the Norway thing, I don't know how that happened, but I was getting a lot of airplay in Norway.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
really cool.
A little bit up in Canada.
Oh, really? Yeah,
you know, and I should tell you, one of the greatest moments when Coyote came out was when I got my first request to do one of the promos, the radio promos. Yeah. Hey, this is Douglas Wayne, and you're listening to W, blah, 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 and Ottawa, Canada, blah, blah, blah. You know?
That's cool.
And I was like, I made it. I made it.
That's amazing. And let's talk about Coyote a little. I mean, that's 10 songs, right? That's a full album. That's your first full album, right?
Yeah.
And that has my personal favorite on it, has Hey Y'all.
Hey Y'all.
Which I absolutely love.
That's a good song.
You know,
I remember that.
I love that. You know what?
Play a little bit of that.
Cool.
Now that's a song with a good message, man.
So to me, that was my message song. That was our single off of first single off of Coyote, and I thought that was killer. I felt like that had a cool Steve Earle vibe. The guitar, I got the guitar tone right. There's actually me playing the lick. I don't always play the licks. Yeah. So, I bring people in to do the recording. But that's me, and I was really proud of that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love that song.
And the lyrics came out just right, and they were reaction to a certain someone saying climate change is a hoax. Yeah. Which now we're dealing with that same shit again.
Yeah, so. Well, you know, it also reminds me of one of my other favorite artists from England. Oh, shit, brain freeze. Said this before, and I can't think of it now. Shit, never mind. CRS, can't remember shit. Lloyd Cole.
Oh, I love Lloyd Cole.
Lloyd Cole.
Yeah, Rattlesnakes album.
And this reminds me of
it had-
Perfect Skin.
Yeah, Perfect Skin.
It's in D.
One of my favorite little songs.
Yeah,
it's just fun to play. It just rumbles right along.
And I heard this. I'm like, oh my god, this is like, yeah, Steve. You do remind me of Steve Earle, who was one of my absolute favorites. I mean, Copperhead Road. I have the mandolin. I could play it for you now, man. I fucking love that song. And we go to see some people around here who play Copperhead Road.
Yeah,
they
cool.
do it really well, you know. And it's always a great song.
It's in the commercial now.
Is it? Oh, it is our truck commercial.
Yeah, truck commercial.
Yeah, like a Chevy or something like that. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's right.
It is.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Way to go. I love Steve Earle, man. I love that guy. Just everything he does is cool. But you very much have that Steve Earle vibe, which is what I just dig about.
I wish I could get the Steve Earle airplane.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you could run into him in the men's room and you could ask him how he got it. You know, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm sure Steve Earle has to piss eventually. You're gonna find him someday, Doug. Keep it up. Just keep working at it. Persistence. That's what it's all about.
That's funny.
So Jerry's looking at me because he realizes I am pouring.
I'm liking where this is going here.
I love the Oktoberfest theme. Thank you. I'm so happy.
Well, it's the right time of year.
I'll be back next year for Oktoberfest.
Okay, cool. We'll be here.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, what do we got?
All right. So this one.
I like that he's researched the beers.
Oh, he's a beer scientist.
I am the Dr. Beer.
Dr. Beer.
Dr. Beer. Okay, so this one is, and I'm going to butcher this name.
Please do.
Hacker Shore.
No, Hacker Shore.
Shore.
Ach du lieber, was ist das?
No, I'm not.
Hacker Shore.
I'm not butchering. You've got German background. I don't. I do have Austrian, so it's close.
That's true.
So Hacker, but then Shore. P-S-C-H-O-R-R.
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't pronounce the P.
Right. The P is silent, unlike when you go to the men's room, the P is loud.
And we're back to the men's
And I
room.
only pee with celebrities. I just want everyone to know that.
That's right. So,
You should just have a show, Pissing with Doug.
That would be great.
or celebrity piss. I mean, you can come up with all
Celebrity leak.
We could Foley in the tinkling.
Yes.
Or not.
Or not. So this is the Hacker Shore Oktoberfest Marzen. Okay. And it's a 5.8 ABV. And again, I couldn't find anything on the IBU scale on this thing.
Tastes like the last one.
Yeah.
I think that's the.
Tastes a lot like the last one.
I think that's the point.
I mean, I
think it is.
Good Marzen.
Consistency, right?
The color's good.
Yeah. I like the name better, Hacker Shore. It's like hard.
Where are they from?
It hurt Lee's mouth to say it.
They are also from Munich. They're also a Munich beer. Let's see. On these guys, 1417.
Now you're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yes, 1417.
Old fuckers.
They were probably at the original Oktoberfest. The other two weren't around. Yeah, no, seriously, the first two weren't around yet because the first Oktoberfest was in 1810.
Wait, what year was it? 14 what?
1417.
That's before Columbus left on his trip.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Columbus probably took some of this along with him. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no, but they are like one of the old school breweries. I saw something, and I don't know how true this is. It said basically they might have been the original
Really?
Oh,
Marzen,
wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But I can't swear to that.
You know, it's interesting. I think that as much as I love these German beers, I really would argue that a lot of the American breweries are doing equally as good Oktoberfest and Fest beers.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Agreed, yeah.
Because I think these guys default to something that's going to be really easy drinking at the big tables in Munich.
Yeah.
Whereas
for hours and hours in a liter mug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think the American guys have a little more latitude to mess with the form a little bit.
Get a little more creative with it.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very good beer.
But even if you think about the traditional German Marzen, they're running around 6%. I mean, this is a 5.8. The last one, the Anger was a 5.8, and the Polliner is a 6.
Yeah.
I feel like this one's more malty than the Anger.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah, I
less
think
hoppy.
you're right. Yeah.
Definitely less hoppy.
hops.
I think the thing about the
between
Anger
the
was,
pollen.
and they like I said, they publish information on their IBU rating, and they're at the top end of what you would expect from Martzen. So
Yeah.
Okay. But where would you guys rate this one?
Well, I keep giving these high marks and everybody's undercutting, but I'm going to go with a 4 on that one, too. I like it.
Okay.
Suits my palate.
I'm going with a 3.8 only because it has less hops. I like a little more hops in the Iyengar.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just, well, is the Martzen supposed to be hoppy?
No.
No. This is just my personal preference.
Yeah, they're pretty low on the hoppy scale.
That's what I thought.
But so
I feel like I'm annoying Doug
with your ratings.
It's going to be fisticuffs at the end.
I think you are. This has a little bit. This is less sweetness though.
It has a little sweet.
Yeah,
it's a little sweet, but not as sweet as the Iyengar was.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is also, in my mind, lighter bodied.
It is.
Yeah.
Good color though. It's got
very good color.
Yep.
So this has 134,000 reviews on Untappd. Average 3.69.
Oh, down lower.
Down lower, yeah.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, I mean, of the 3 we tasted, the Iyengar has the highest average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, what do people know?
What are you going to do?
What if 134,000 people know?
Yeah. Well,
Idiots.
You know what? I would advocate drinking any one of the 3 of them.
Oh, I do too.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're all very good.
close. They're very close.
And since I had to, buy the beer for this one, we're going to drink more of it.
Well, we didn't finish this one.
No. Well, we'll get back to that.
So,
all right,
let's talk a little bit more about the new record, Saturn
Yeah,
Burlesque.
please.
Who's playing? We got Lily Hyatt. We know Lily Hyatt's on it, who's fabulous. Who else you got on the record? You get some pretty good session guys on there.
Yeah, the main guy that you're thinking of is going to be Lee J. Turner. Lee plays for Darius Rucker and is a member of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Is he the keyboard?
Yeah,
that
he's
guy's
the keyboard
fantastic.
player.
Yeah, you can hear a lot of his work. He's good.
Lee is such a sweet gentleman.
Yeah.
To work with, just a nice guy. You know, he's just whatever because as an indie guy. It's all about the songwriting and going in and trying to compete on that level where, you're up against people with the deals and people are getting more attention and people have more money.
Yeah, big mountain.
So what can you do? So you have to write as good a song as you can and you try to surround yourself with as good of people as you can. And, a guy like Lee is just a pleasure to work with. He's welcoming, he's complimentary.
Yeah.
And he almost always plays the right part on the first take.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like 99% of the time he plays exactly what you want on the first take. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're sitting there all day going, come on, man.
Yeah.
He just knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's just he's a Nashville veteran. He's been doing this stuff for years and years. Great guy. Cool little studio in his basement over across the river from me in Donaldson, Tennessee.
Okay.
So, I love working with Lee. And that's it. The rest of it's mostly me and my co-producer Daniel Dennis.
Okay.
Doing all the vocals and the other instruments. Daniel is a multi-instrumentalist.
Right.
He does the bass and drums, and then we mess around with guitar. Mm-hmm. And on Saturn Burlesque, we didn't really have any need for really heavy-duty guitar playing, so I didn't bring anybody in.
Yeah.
He and I handled it, which I was kind of proud of it. You bring the guys in. And the main difference is, they usually have some good ideas, but the main difference is they can generate good tone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they can kind of give you an options of tone.
Yeah.
I'm not that guitar player.
Yeah.
So, if there's a limitation, it's probably on the tone side.
Okay.
But we do the best we can with that. And I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool record. Yeah, I want to dig into it a little bit more. I've been listening to Bottle Rockets a lot because I really like it. But I want to dig in, and I did hear some of the other cuts with the keys in there, and I was like, that's got to be that same guy because he played on Coyote.
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah, and I remember, wow, this is some shit, man. This guy's really good.
No, he's really good. Yeah, and on Coyote we had now I'm going to draw a blank. Oh, I shouldn't even have gone down the road. Mike Daly, who is Hank Jr.'s band leader on Pedal Steel.
Oh yeah.
So if you listen to the track Coyote, the title track,
right.
He's killing that thing.
Yeah.
And the fun story there is we're in the studio and Mike has a long career as I said as Hank Jr.'s band leader. So he's used to just he's got every country licked down.
Yeah.
Well, Coyote's not a country song. We get in there and he's doing a good job. Don't get me wrong. He's a professional and I'm an indie guy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't happening. You know what I mean? And so finally I just looked at him and I said, dude, play it like Jimmy Page would. He said, and he just went, oh. And he popped, he's got his pedals.
Yeah,
he popped a couple pedals and went, and we got it in one take.
That's pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
Play it like Page.
Yeah. And it was like, and it just made the track. If you go back and listen to it, it just made the track. He's killing it. He's just killing it. Cool. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah. You know, and some folks played on that who have just known, you wouldn't know their names, but they're just Tim Lorish is a fiddle player. Yeah. That's a guy I've known for 20 years. Yeah. Great guy. You know, always just eager to come play on the tracks. Yep. Cool stuff. Yep. All right. Nice community.
Cool. We think we're at the end here.
I think we're getting to the end.
There's no more tasting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's more beer, but there's no additional beers.
Okay.
You got the 3 you got today.
All right, that's good.
3 Oktoberfest beers. But I think they were all good.
What fun.
Yeah,
so, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, well, listen, before you go, we're going to play out with Bottle Rocket. But before you go, I want to ask you a question. What's your favorite of your songs that you've written? Which one do you like the most?
That's
to date.
Hard but easy because you always fall for the song that's the most recent, so I'm going to go with Bottle Rocket.
There you go. Okay.
All right, so say again.
Next year.
Next year.
Ask me again.
And next year we'll ask you again, and you can come up with whatever you do this year. Yeah. But before you guys start to play, let's get into, again, talk about where people can find your music and what they should look.
I'm on all the platforms.
Right.
The website is douglas-wayne.com.
There you go.
You can link to... we've got hyperlinks to all the platforms there.
So check you out on douglas-wayne.com.
Yep.
Okay.
iHeart, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, Deezer, etc. So you name it, it's on there. If you've got an Alexa, say, Alexa, play Douglas Wayne Bottle Rockets, and you'll get me on there.
You may have done that.
You may have done that.
No, she didn't listen.
She didn't listen. She's not listening.
Just like all the women I know. None of them listen to me.
That's good. But before you guys play us out here, shout out to Jim Hahn.
Yeah.
Jim Hahn, thank you for your most recent. You've been listening. You've been commenting. Thank you for your most recent comment.
Yes, we are insane.
Yes, we are insane. And yes, we will keep it up.
Yes.
So, but if you enjoyed this, like us, share us, follow us, and give us feedback on whatever platform you find us on.
Take it, Doug.
We love feedback.
Are you going to play the lick? You want to play it?
You go. You start it.
Struck a match, lit a fuse, bottle rocket. Shot up through the night, sparks fire, red, green, white. We watched them fade out of sight. You used to take my hand, take me down river's edge, and I never said what I should have said. Bottle rocket, shoot through the sky, bottle rockets fly. Bottle rockets light up the night, bottle rockets burn fast and bright, bottle rockets burn fast and bright, bottle rockets burn fast and bright.
Yeah.